right, we're following breaking news here. LA County Sheriff Robert Luna is talking to his department's procedures regarding ICE transfers. Let's listen in.
Between the last month, but the last several hours about our position and some things changing regarding immigration and our work with ICE. So I do want to take a moment to clarify the Sheriff's Department's policies regarding our limited cooperation with the United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement. This is an important topic, and I completely understand the concern, the fear, and anxiety from our community here in Los Angeles County, specifically our immigration community. The Sheriff's Department, our Sheriff's Department, let me start that all over again. The Sheriff's Department complies fully with California Senate Bill 54 and the 2020 Los Angeles County policy, which prohibits local law enforcement from cooperating with federal immigration officials except under very specific and lawful circumstances. We do not honor ICE detainers or request for transfers. We do not allow immigration officials to operate within our facilities. And we do not permit the use of county property, databases, or personnel by ICE. In 2024, just to give you an example, we received 995 civil detainer requests from ICE and did not comply with any of them because that would violate both state law and county policy. We will only transfer an individual into ICE custody if we are presented with a federal judicial warrant that's signed by a judge. That is consistent with California law and county policy. We have and we will continue to honor federal judicial warrants. These warrants are an effective and peaceful vehicle in transferring individuals who have committed violent or serious crimes. To date, we have transferred 20 individuals under these specific circumstances. Most of these individuals have had serious or violent charges such as attempted murder, robbery, rape, and sexual battery. So just more specific regarding ICE transfers in the month of May, we transferred 8 individuals, and in the month of June, we transferred 12 individuals. Now, our department, just for clarification for everybody, does not ask for a person's immigration status when we're responding to calls for service, when we're investigating crimes, when we arrest or book an individual into our custody. So for those who ask us, hey, how many people do you have in custody that are immigrants? We don't know the answer to that because none of us ask that question. The department does not ask, nor does it possess any information about citizenship for the status of individuals in our custody. I just want to reemphasize that. Citizenship status has no bearing on a person's custodial status or their conditions of confinement. And I do want to stress, because we're talking about people in custody, for anybody specifically in our immigrant communities, if you call the police, if you call 911 or you call the 7-digit line and you are a victim of a crime or you are a witness to a crime, you will not be asked for your immigration status. And as a matter of fact, that is something that greatly concerns all of us, because we don't want people to stop calling us when they see something that occurs. Or worse yet, they're a victim of a crime because they believe that we are involved in some immigration enforcement or civil immigration enforcement, and we are not. Again, I just want to make sure everybody understands that. When an individual is booked or processed, their fingerprints are live scanned and automatically uploaded into a national database that is accessible to other law enforcement agencies, and that's state, regional, and federal agencies. For transparency purposes, information about individuals in our custody, including their name, booking number, and scheduled release time or date, is publicly posted on our website at lasd.org. So any of you at any time can go to that website and find somebody who's in custody and when their release date is going to occur. That information is available to everyone, including federal law enforcement, and it is updated on a daily basis. Recently, we heard that there was a letter that would be sent to sheriffs in major California counties requesting the names of all non-citizens in their custody, but at this time, we have not officially received this letter. We've heard about it, but haven't actually seen it, and this letter comes from the U.S. Attorney at the United States Department of Justice. Once we receive the letter, we will absolutely review it to determine what information, if any, we can legally provide. And we'll check with our attorneys at county council, and there may be a conflict between state law and federal law, and we'll let our attorneys guide us in that direction. So in closing, I would like to make it very clear, our mission and priority is the safety, security, and trust, and that we cannot do our jobs without public trust in our community, not civil immigration enforcement. So with that, hopefully you have questions. I'm ready to answer any questions that you may have.
Sheriff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Connor had his hand up. Sorry.
Yeah, so you said that information about inmates is published on the public website, and that that doesn't include immigration status, obviously. And then you said during the live scan process, that information about inmates goes to the federal government. I don't know if there's immigration status in that. But then the DOJ basically asked for lists of non-citizens specifically, said they want them voluntarily and they might pursue legal avenues if they're not provided voluntarily. So are you, I mean, obviously we can see people's ages, that type of thing, name, what they're charged with, but you can't see immigration status on this. So I mean, aren't they asking for something different than what you're talking about?
Yeah, if that's, you're talking about this letter that's supposed to go out, or just under any circumstances. Yeah. Yeah. And again, I haven't officially really seen that, so I haven't really dug into it. But if it is what you are saying, because we don't ask for immigration status, I don't know how we're going to provide a list to anybody, whether it's the feds or anybody else, of people who are in our custody who are here potentially illegally. But as you stated, through our public website, the information regarding the name, booking number, and their release date is available to everybody in the public, and that includes other law enforcement officials, which would include federal agencies that are involved in this immigration enforcement.
So, Sheriff, to clarify, so the DOJ is asking for a list of non-citizens. You're saying we don't collect that data, we don't have it. Can you answer that again in English and Spanish?
So I don't know what DOJ is asking for yet, because I haven't officially seen this letter, but listening to all of you, it sounds like that may be one of the items they're asking for. And because we don't ask somebody if they are here legally or illegally, it would be impossible for us to provide a list like that unless we redo our systems one way or another.
You don't have a list.
Well, not that list to tell me who's here legally or illegally. The only thing I have, and I stated this earlier in my numbers, we do have, we do document when ICE sends us detainer request. So we know, based right now on the numbers I gave you earlier, at least for this year, I think there's 435 people that they've asked for in 2025 that they've requested, but we have not fulfilled any of them because of state law. And honestly, the county policy is even more strict than state law, so it prohibits me from turning those over unless that federal judicial warrant exists.
Do you think they have a list? I mean,
All right, you've been listening to LA County Sheriff Robert Luna there talking about the department's procedures regarding ICE transfers, saying they will only transfer if presented with a federal judiciary warrant signed by a judge. They have and will continue to follow judicial warrants for serious crimes such as rape. Today, he said they transferred 20 individuals that were in their custody for serious crimes.